Hey, beautiful people, welcome to Wetori, the talk show that encourages youths to take action and thrive in all areas of their life. If you have never met before, I'm Auntie Z and I'm your chief cheerleader at Shape of African, where I encourage you as well as me to live a healthy lifestyle from our African heritage. So today, in today's episode of Wetori, guys, I want to share with you what happened to me last week. I shared it on Facebook already. You guys know that I had a car accident and I'm basically still recovering from the shock of it all. So I wanted to share with you what exactly happened and the lessons that I have learned. I like to share, so I want to share with you lessons that we all can learn from it. But before we begin, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you guys who are watching and who have hopped over from Facebook and Instagram to join me live on YouTube. I'm doing this, I think, for the second time now on YouTube, and yeah, I still have a lot to learn, but so bear with me. We're going to get better with time. Okay, so as you can see, Auntie Z is smiling, so at least I'm feeling better. A couple of days ago, I couldn't smile like this, so I'm really grateful. So why don't you share this video, especially on our page Shape of African, and let the other family members know that we are live on YouTube right now. Also invite your friends, let them know that we are live. I'm going to go ahead. I have my phone right here because I cannot see comments at the moment. So while waiting for the rest of you guys to join in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune in on my phone and I'm going to go ahead and just share this video right away. So let's see if I could share that. Is there anybody watching live? Unfortunately, I can't see. I'm still trying to figure out exactly where to press so that I can see your comments. I tried to figure that out today, but it wasn't really working. So if there is anybody online right away, let me know that you're watching, guys. Please share this video and share it on Facebook, share it on Shape of African. Let them know that we are live. Let me see. Wait, what is this? Friend. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so all right. So I'm going to go to YouTube as well and try to search there as well so that I know that I'm live myself, because actually I'm really kind of confused here. So just bear with me while we set things up. You know, technology is not as easy as ABC. So yeah. YouTube. There you go. Oh, okay. So 3 people are watching right now, as I can see. And I hope that I'm going to see the questions as well. So let's just get right into it, guys. In French, we say there is a saying that goes les choses qui arrivent aux autres commencent déjà à m'arriver. Translated in English, what that means is what happens to other people have begun happening to me. You know, many times we hear things, we see things in the news, and we feel that those things only happen to other people until they happen to you. I've never been involved in an accident before. I've never really witnessed an accident live. You know, I've always seen accidents on TV, in the news, and I always thought, well, you know, I showed compassion. I felt really a lot of pity and sad towards these incidents that I've seen. But, you know, you can never really get it or comprehend what these people, excuse me, go through until you are in that situation yourself. So what actually happened was that, from the start, I'm learning how to drive. This old auntie Z is learning how to drive. So I've been learning how to drive for some time now, and I actually had to do my practical exam tomorrow, Wednesday, the 31st of January. So we just had the whole of last week just to do some rehearsals and just to practice so that I'm prepared for the exam tomorrow. So on Friday, we had scheduled a practical driving class. So that was to be at 8 a.m. in the morning. Okay, what happened is that in the night of Thursday to Friday, I had a dream. I'm very fond of dreaming since this is a long time ago. I mean, it's a story for another day, but I always dream. And what I've realized is that my dreams always come to pass, most often they always come to, like 95% of the time, come to pass. So I had a dream, and in that dream, it was really clear to me. I saw myself like in an accident, actually another car hit me, like hit my car. And well, nothing happened. But what puzzled me about the dream was that the person that hit me, seeing that the person did not really do me no harm, was following me now, pursuing me with the car to hit me for real. And so when I woke up in the morning, I was like, what kind of dream is that? Why would someone, first of all, hit me and then struggle to really hit me like correctly, make sure that the person really hits me and I have some harm? And so I told my husband about it. We prayed in the morning as usual, and then kissed my children goodbye. I said, I'm going to see you guys later. And took off because I had the class at 8 a.m. So when I went out, my heart was really heavy. I mean, the whole of that morning. So the first thing I told my driving teacher when I met him is that this morning class today like this, I'm not really feeling myself, I'm not feeling myself. He said, oh, is it because it's too early or what? I said, I'm not just feeling myself. So in fact, my spirit was just troubled. So I get into the car, we start driving, we go to the highway and everything. We had a 3 hours class. So normally we were supposed to have a 3 hours class. So after around 2 hours and something, came back to town, went into the neighborhood, just to get a little bit of experience in 30 zones and stuff like that. And so as we were driving, I was really just praying in my spirit because my spirit was heavy. I was praying my spirit, praying to myself. And I at one point, I said, my God, aloud. It just came out loud as I was driving. And so my driving teacher, he said, oh, that's exaggeration. Don't exaggerate. Call me Michel, because his name is Michael, Michael in German. So call me Michel, don't call me my God. I said, well, I wasn't even referring to you. Right now, I'm referring to my God. And so then I asked him, why shouldn't I call my God? He said, well, because I don't believe in God and all of that is just pure exaggeration. I said, well, me, I believe in God. So there is no way I can, or someone can stop me from saying my God, So I said, well, and when I say my God, it calms me in the situation, whatever situation I'm going through. So he said, all right, okay. We'll continue driving. Got to a point, he put some music, one of these rock music, bum, 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 the whole car. Oh my goodness. After 1 minute, I just told him that he needs to put this music down. He needs to turn down that volume because it's really, really disturbing me. I can't concentrate. That's what I just told him. I said, I can't concentrate while listening to that kind of hardcore rock and then driving at the same time. And so he put it down. So we get to one turn in the middle of town, well, not inside the town, the main town itself, but in one neighborhood, So we get to one turn and I notice a large truck behind me. And so I looked at the mirror in front of me and I looked at the way the guy was really approaching. And I told my driver's teacher that, oh, this man, he's driving in a kind of dangerous way. Does he not see that our car is just ahead? He's not giving any distance. The distance was too close, and for real, his distance was too close. And so my teacher just said, well, this is Hamburg. Hamburg is like that. People drive like crazy people, so I need to get used to it. And he said, oh, if you learn how to drive and have your driving license in Hamburg, then you will be really a good driver, because to drive in Hamburg is really, really difficult. So we just spoke like that, and that one passed. And just about a minute after we spoke about this truck driver being so close to our car, I saw a zebra crossing just ahead of me, and so I thought, oh, someone wants to cross, so I need to slow down and then eventually stop. So I slowed down and eventually stopped. And as I stopped, just about 10 to 20 seconds later, I heard this the loudest noise crash that I've ever heard in my whole life. You know, when you see it on TV, you just see it. You cannot really feel it. You cannot comprehend it. Big BAM! And the car, the alarms just went whoa, 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 and then you had the smoke all getting into the car. Terrible. We were stuck. You know, my head was like it was just going to explode. My back, my neck, my driver, the driving teacher as well, the same thing. So people came and said, we need to get out, there is smoke, we need to get out of the car. I'm telling you, whenever I think of it, I just hear that loud bang in my head every single time. It's just like I need to still work through that shock, you know. It's a terrible, terrible feeling to have, really terrible. And I don't even want to imagine these people that have accidents in Africa or Cameroon, my country where I come from, what they go through when you see cars really twisted like a sardine, a tin of sardine. I don't want to know what they went through, the kind of pain that they went through. So I just want to go ahead and show you the truck that hit us. So here it is. As you can see, this mighty jumbo 40-ton truck hit me. Let me take this one off so you can see it properly. Look at that. This is the truck that wanted to finish me. Can you imagine? If the car, in fact, I did not take a complete picture, because if you saw it, is a long, very, very, very long, very long truck, 40 tons. Do you imagine what I'm saying? So 40 tons hit us, and then it projected our car like 100 meters away. Although I was on brake, that means my legs were on the brake. That means we were already standing. So you can imagine the force with which it hit us. And I really want to say that the German cars are really solid, because the kind of force that hit us, if it was one of these funny cars, the thing would have just gotten twisted. Let me show you the car. So this is what the car looked like. If I take this thing off, you see all of the back shattered. Even the front also was shattered. You can't see it from here, but the front was shattered as well. So it was really, really, really a nightmare, to tell you the truth. Really a nightmare. When the police came and the ambulance came and everything, they did the checkup. They had to check us, control us. I could not even stand. I was just sitting on the floor. My driving teacher also, in fact, so they came, did every checkup, and they noticed that this man was busy, distracted on his phone. So he did not see that we had stopped. Do you understand? And it could literally just be a fraction of a second, just about a fraction of a second, that he just did that. And he could have wiped away 2 lives just like that. Thank goodness the lady who wanted to cross just stopped for a moment, just to make sure that my car was stopped so that she could cross. I'm pretty sure if she started crossing and this man hit us like that, this woman wouldn't have had a chance to survive. And this makes me to come back to a topic that is so, so dear to my heart. Driving, checking handy. Driving and Facebook Live. I keep seeing it every time, and some of you who are watching, you know. I contact personally some of you, especially the Christian ones, the Christian sisters that I've come across on Facebook, preaching the gospel while driving. Listen, you guys are not only putting your lives in danger, you're putting people's lives in danger. You know, doing that just for a fraction of a second. And then you will say, no, it's just, you are careful. How can you be driving and you are Facebooking live? And then you are careful. How? It doesn't work. It takes a fraction of a second for you to wipe out a family. or lose your own life, you know. So I just want to use this opportunity to really plead with all of us to stop this handy business while driving. The handy will not run away. It will not disappear. It will not disappear into thin air. It will not just vanish. It will not go away. The handy is there. So this man, because he was on his handy, hit us like that. And up till now, my back is still paining me. You know, I went to the people at the ambulance checked us. Then I went to the doctor. He checked. Thank God, I had no internal bleeding. My driving teacher had no internal bleeding or nothing dangerous. You know, just the shock that hit us. You know, thank God about that. But who knows? It could have ended differently. It could have completely ended, totally ended differently. And that brings me to talk about the things that I've really reflected on since the accident, and things that have been going through my mind since this accident. Because sometimes we feel that, no, these things cannot happen to us. They can't happen to us. We are no special people, you know. But for the grace of God and the guiding angels, these things happens. It doesn't happen only to other people. So I started to reflect. I asked myself, so what would have happened if this thing was more serious? If this thing was serious in such a way that maybe I lost my life? Who knows? You know, these are things that we have to confront ourselves with on a daily. What happened if I lost my life? The first thing that I want to share with you guys is that life is so short. Just recently, about 2 weeks ago, the internet, Facebook was full of the passing of Don Prince, the guy that sells kati kati in the US. Shocked. Everybody is still shocked up till this moment, you know, that he just died like that. So life is so short. We are just passers-by on this earth. There is no guarantee for anybody. No guarantee. 1 minute you're talking, the next minute you're gone. 1 minute you're driving, the next minute you're gone. 1 minute you are even jogging and doing physical activity. You think you're healthy. You might be jogging your way and you just fall down, and that's all. Finished for you. Do you understand? Life is short. It can end at any time. Death is guaranteed. Everybody will die. Doesn't matter your socioeconomic status. Doesn't matter your educational background. It doesn't matter your age or your height or your color. It doesn't matter. One thing is sure, we all will die. When is what we do not know. You know, my own would have ended last week Friday. Maybe you would have been saying something else, posting here and there on Facebook. But thank God for grace. He knows that my purpose has not yet ended. So I need to continue living. So the first thing that I want us to really reflect on is that we are just passers-by. And everything that we have here will pass away. You know, everything will pass away. We would go back to dust from which we're taking. So we need to make sure that we have a right standing with Christ. How is your relationship with Christ today? Are you under the canopy of Christ? Are you under the lordship of Christ? That's what I want to ask you. I want you to reflect on that. If you are not a child of God already, please think about it again and make hay while the sun shines, because there's going to be no repentance in the grave. No matter how many people are going to write, rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace, rest in peace. Oh, we knew her, we knew him, she was like this. No, it doesn't change. It's not going to change the judgment that awaits you. So make sure that while you are alive, you are able to value this gift of life in such a way that first, you show your acknowledgement to Christ by giving him back your life while you are alive. And then make sure that you are in the right standing with God, because at the end of the day, if you die and you are not in right standing with God, there's a problem. You know, I'm not going to preach here today. Secondly, make sure that you are in right relationships. That your heart is clean with your relationships. Whether it's your husband, wife, spouse, whether it's your family, mother, father, brother, sister. Do not keep anger, bitterness in your heart. Because if you die with bitterness in your heart, there's only one place you are going. Only one place you are going to go. You know. Make sure that you are at peace with God and with men. That's the first thing that that's really made me to reflect and really made me to change my attitude towards God and also towards people. Some kind of things that I would generally be annoyed with or hold on to. I just decided that no, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. So the next thing that I want to talk about, what I've learned, is that we need to prepare for our departure. We need to go out every morning or every day knowing that it could be the end. We need to be aware of that, because some of us live our lives as though tomorrow will never end, as though there is no tomorrow. Spend our time clubbing, doing things that have no use, are of no value to us. We need to prepare our departure. I want to ask some of you a question. Do you have a will? For those of you who are married and you have children, do you have a will? What have you penned down for your family if something happens to you? Prepare for departure, and you need to be driven by eternity, meaning that while you are preparing, make sure that you are doing those things that are going to be hailed in eternity, that God is going to acknowledge you for in eternity. There is no point spending your time chasing after money to be rich and enjoy life and die. There's no point. It doesn't serve you, because all of these things will remain back here. When they are burying anybody, they don't bury them with their houses. They don't bury them with their cars, or their millions. If they like, they bury you in a gold coffin. Your body will not benefit. Ntumbu will still chop your body. Yes. We need to be very conscious of that. Very, very conscious. Sort things out. Make sure that every day you are sorting things out. It is commonly said, live every day as if it were your last. You need to live every day like that. And by so doing, for example, if you have a problem with somebody, make sure that you solve the problem very quickly. Quickly. If you carry person for heart, make sure say you and that person will not solve them. You seek peace, solve them, because you never ever know. On Friday morning when I was going out, I never knew that an accident was awaiting me. I thought I would go and come as I usually go for my driving class and come back. I never knew. So we need to be conscious that tomorrow is not guaranteed. And then by so doing, make hay while the sun shines. Prepare for your departure. If you are somebody that has a skill, make sure that you are teaching people. Make sure that you are imparting knowledge. Make sure that you are adding value. There are so many things that you can do to fulfill purpose on this earth. So many needs to be met. Make sure that you have done something today, so that if your own day don't come, you go with a peaceful heart. Many people fear death a lot, because when death is knocking at their door, they are thinking, oh, I still had this and that and that and that and that and that and that to do. Oh, I don't want to go now. Oh, I don't want to go now. But if you live your life daily, meaningfully, imparting knowledge, impacting lives and adding value to people's lives, and making sure that you are at peace with God and with men. If death knocks at your door, you will not be worried. You will say, death is gain. To live is Christ, to die is gain. So that's the second one. And the third one is love more. Love. We have so much love that we can give. And there are so many people who need this love that we have. So many orphans, so many widows, so many sick people. Love, love, love. So many hungry, so many homeless. We need to love, and love unconditionally. And then, number 4, what I've also learned from this experience is that prayer is very, very important. Very important. I'm not saying because I prayed and then God saved me. But I also know that prayer availeth much. We need to learn to hear the voice of God. That subtle voice that tells us that this is what's going to happen. You need to have a kind of relationship with God in such a way that when He speaks, you'll be able to hear and act accordingly. Because I already know how the Lord speaks to me. I know that it's through dreams. I dream a lot, and I realize that these dreams come to pass. I knew that I had to take these dreams seriously. And so I had to give my life to Christ and say, oh, I'm handing over this day to you. Look at what you have shown me. And the Bible says that God reveals to redeem. He knows why He shows things to people. He doesn't just do it haphazardly like that. there are so many examples. You go to your Bible, you're going to hear about people who have dreamed and what the dreams meant and stuff like that. So if you are one of those people who dreams, don't take your dream as if it's nothing. You need to take it seriously, and you need to pray. Prayer is very, very important. Yes. So live your best. That's the fifth one. Live your best life. Do your best. Love, help, and be at peace with everybody. So that's just what I wanted to share with you guys today. Nothing very much. Last week we talked about husband material. I just wanted to make a small cut today because the incident happened, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. I wanted to share with you guys about it. So next week we are going to continue on our regular Wetori program. I have your questions, and I'm preparing for that. So we are going to have a lot to talk about in the next couple of weeks, guys. So as for me, I'm feeling better. I mean, it's not, you can't compare the way I was on Friday, Saturday, Sunday to now. I'm feeling very much better. The headache has gone away. The neck, I don't have neck pain anymore. Just my back, that from time to time when I sit a lot, excuse me, like this, I feel the ache. It just gets like the muscles are really contracting. But apart from that, I'm fine. I'm really fine, and I'm really grateful to God for His mercy, in fact, I had guiding angels, or we had guiding angels. And also, one last thing that I wanted to say is that, you see, the devil has a way of doing things, a way of drawing you away from the presence of God, and especially when he knows that harm is coming your way. Just that morning, you see, the driver, my driving teacher, tells me not to talk about God, not to say God, not to, and then he wants to pollute the atmosphere, puts on this music that is hardcore rock so that your spirit cannot even pray. So you need to, and that's why I keep telling people, you need to let people know your identity. If I was the kind of person that, I'm shy, or somebody can easily just hush me down like that, he would have said, I don't want you to say God here, and I'll just say, okay, because it's your car and everything. No. That's my identity. I respect the fact that he's atheist or doesn't want to hear about God, but he can't stop me from, when I'm driving and I exclaim and I say, oh my God, or I say my God, or I'm praying, I say my God. You can't tell me not to say my God. You can't tell me. It's the same like Abednego, Shadrach, and Meshach in the fiery furnace. They were there because they refused to bow down to another God. So if you refuse to acknowledge your God, you're going to bow down to another God, and the devil obviously is going to take advantage of you. That's what very, very clear. And he's going to try to pollute the atmosphere. Look at the kind of music that he put there, so that your spirit will not even be able to pray. You have to, if you have to be in communion and in the presence of God, you need to create that atmosphere, and you need to command the atmosphere. The Bible says he has given us the authority to walk over scorpions and over demons. So you have the authority. You cannot be somewhere and the non-Christian or the devil is trying to command you and hush you down. You need to exercise that authority. And I'm very thankful that I made that decision to say, no, I cannot not say my God, because he's my God. That's what I believe. He's my God. And I had to make it clear to him. If he had to push me out of the car and say, okay, today you will not drive because you have said my God, I would have been ready to get out. Yes. So you need to know your identity and let people know your identity. It saves you a lot of trouble. That one I can tell you for sure. It really saves you a lot of trouble. So guys, it's not going to be a long one today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe, guys, if you want to see more of these videos. I'm going to be coming live from now on my YouTube channel, guys, because you guys know on YouTube, and I'm going to be really clear and open with you guys. On YouTube, I earn a little cent when you watch my videos like this, and this is the only way that I can raise funds to buy material, to buy gadgets like a good camera, to get lighting set up, to produce those beautiful and delicious videos that I always produce. You guys know, I think I've said it before, I quit my job, so this is my full-time thing here, and I'm trying as much as I can to earn a living from YouTube, as well as selling my sauces and stuff like that. And by the way, if you haven't tasted Chop Fire yet, you need to DM me, send me a message, or you are missing out. That is the all-purpose seasoning or all-purpose hot sauce of all time. It is so good. So if you want your own hot sauce or your yamo grill, barbecue grill fish and chicken sauce, let me know, and I'm going to get yours to you. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this video, and also share my YouTube channel as well. Next week we have a hot topic coming up, so you want to make sure that you're subscribed and that you have hit the notification bell so that you are informed when I am live. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.